Alright, today I'm making a 2-hook bottom rig used for deep sea fishing for like black sea bass, grouper, things like that. And the materials I have, Gamakatsu Nautilus circle hooks. These are 2/0 large. This is a 3/0, I believe, cross-lock swivel, and something to cut with, crimper, fillet knife, and pliers. And also these little double barrel crimps. These are 200-pound test, and my rig tying will be made off 200-pound test monofilament. I'm going to start off using one of these as the top. So I'm going to go ahead and use a fillet knife to trim off the tip of the monofilament to a point so that it'll go through the crimp easily. Through my cross lock and back. Tighten it up and crimp it down. And make sure your crimps are really tight, especially for big bottom fish. You don't want a grouper pulling it loose. And then before I'm going to make this one about 18 inches long. Cut that in. That's going to be between the two cross locks. So I can go ahead and do the same on this end of the monofilament. Run it through crimp, back through my cross lock. And crimp it up nice and tight. This one has a little bit of a tag. I'll cut it off. Alright, so far you've got two cross locks on about 18 inches of 200-pound test. Now I'm going to crimp on one of my 2/0 circle hooks. And these are 2/0, and this 200-pound test is really tight going in through the eyes, but it barely makes it. And I like to get that nice and tight so it won't be moving around as much as possible. Crimp it up nice and tight. And the 200 has a hard time going through the eyes, so they get kind of crooked a lot, but that's what your crimp should look like. Trim off your tagging. I like to make these about 6 inches long, about like so, and leave a little bit extra to crimp back on with. And I'll go ahead and do the other one. And usually for bottom fishing you'd use a little bit bigger hook. I just picked up these to give them a try for maybe some smaller fish. And usually you'd use about a 4/0 hook. But with circle hooks it doesn't really matter because they'll get them in the corner of the mouth every time, in theory. Get it nice and tight. And I like to trim mine to the same length. Then you can, crimp them onto the outside cross lock on each side of this. Like so, and the same this end again with the middle cross lock. You gotta make sure all your crimps are really tight. And there you have it. Now for the finishing part, you'll tie your main line to the top one, and on this bottom one I've got some 50-pound big game. I like to tie a small loop with. Some people use rubber bands, but with 50 pound you can usually get your rig back. God forbid you get it stuck, instead of just breaking it off with a rubber band. And you just basically make a loop with it. I just tie 2 clinch knots to make a loop, and that's where you attach your weight. Oh, that knot didn't work at all. Then you get about a good 9 inches, 8-9 inches. And then just run it back on the same eye. Do another clinch knot to make a loop. This is where your pliers come in handy to grab your little tiny tag end when you don't have much mono. Like so, as your loop with 50-pound mono. And I've got just an 8-ounce bank sinker here, and that will be used to run through the eye, loop around it. That's how, and that's your completed bottom rig. Catch 2 fish at once, hopefully. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Hope you don't catch them all.